Because it is Friday, and we know our friends over at Houston Life.
Yeah, ready to roll, baby.
All the fun at one. That's what we say around here.
Yes.
Or dum-dums at one. We've been called that too.
No.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
At one.
Hey, have y'all forgiven us for yesterday's little prank we pulled on you in the newsroom?
Of course. It's all in good
Yes.
Because
fun.
we're going to play it again.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go. In case our viewers missed it.
Like Christmas Day. What's happening? Andrew, get with it. Can we wear this with a new backpack? Oh my God. I was supposed to be around like
I'm like,
Did you really fall for it?
I did.
Did you really?
I did.
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah.
I like the
jumped.
leather.
Thanks for the high five, the double
The
high
feather boa on you, though. That's,
Yeah.
It was good.
That's your gift.
Thumbs up.
That boa.
We also didn't set out specifically to scare anyone.
No.
No.
But
It's just who
when
we are.
opportunity knocks,
I mean, the gullible one in the group, I want a feather boa. Teach me to go up looking for free stuff again.
If you were a
Derek
fish, you'd be
comes
on
into the
wall.
newsroom, and it's like, oh, Derek's here. Hey,
Oh,
Derek.
he's got costumes. Auntie, let's go.
That's pretty much it.
Well,
Well.
you know what? It was fun. It was a good time was had by all.
it was
Yes.
a great time.
We just wanted to relive it one more time.
Perfect.
And we know the next time we see you, Derek, pulling something in the newsroom, we'll know to be on guard. We'll still come greet
partake
you.
for
But
sure.
Proceed with caution.
Always.
All right, y'all. Have a great Friday. Great to
Okay.
see you both.
Bye.
Well, we've got a packed show coming up today,
Yes.
and we have an audience you're about to meet. But in the meantime, we're going to tell you what's coming up on Houston Life, a story about hope and resilience. The Tulsa racial massacre destroyed an African-American community, businesses, and spirits, and it resonates still, even a century later. But native Houstonian and friend of Houston Life, Tjon-Joe-Pin, and his wife Mary are helping revitalize the town, and they're helping the town's descendants build a brand new legacy in a new docuseries, Rebuilding Black Wall Street on the Oprah Winfrey Network.
Yep, and my radio career has afforded me the pleasure of meeting some really talented bands. One of those bands has been thriving on the local rock scene in Houston since 2015 when they won the chance to open for Bon Jovi. Hold On Hollywood is going to perform for us, and yes, we have earplugs in case audience members, you know, they just want to melt their face off and maybe not their ears.
Okay, we are well prepared for sure. And remember the joy of getting ice cream from the ice cream truck as a kid, or adults love it too, right? Well, one local company is still out and about in the community delivering smiles and frozen treats. We've got the scoop on how you can bring the ice cream social to your next event coming up.
We always have the scoop, Derek. D. Shore. Hey, and you know what else is really cool? The Houston Texans, they're back home this Sunday. There is a jam-packed list of events that include honoring our friend, J.J. Watt. Lauren Kelly, of course, is at the stadium this afternoon for a sneak peek of what Houston Texans fans can expect. Hey, Lauren.
Hey, I know you thought it was too late, but bust out that J.J. Watt jersey again. We are honoring him coming back home. It is going to be homecoming for legends this weekend, and you got it. 99 will be back here. There's even J.J. Watt cookies, and I've got all the details coming up on Houston Life this afternoon.
Live from Studio B and KPRC2. Houston Life starts now.
Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome to Houston Life. It is September 29th, 2023. I'm Derek Shore.
And I'm Tessa Barrera, and we are loving the fact that we have a live studio audience right now.
We do. They are small and mighty today. There's just some of them. We are so glad to have them. By the way, I think that's Alex in the front row. Alex, raise your hand so we can see you. Alex, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Miss Alex.
25 years old.
Love it. Love it. She's a
my God.
Libra. She's a Libra, a fellow Libra.
We
Libra
love that. It is Libra
You know,
season.
and no one's more excited about Libra season than Libras. Okay, I'll tell you that right now.
What's you're a Libra as well, right?
Yes, I only know this because my birthday is the
October 11th.
Yes, so happy birthday, Alex, and thanks for hanging out with us today.
Yeah, all of our insiders. And later, we do have some really fun games coming up. So I'm not sure how it all works, whether y'all will draw from a hat or something, but two of our studio audience members will be playing some questionably fun games that we have set up for
Definitely
them.
challenging. and
Ping
we're
pong balls and cups. What could go wrong?
Nothing.
Nothing.
It's just gonna be a great day because it's Friday. We have the live studio audience. We have Hold On Hollywood going to perform, and I made you a cup of Joe because it's National Coffee Day.
Thank you so much.
And when I tell you I made this special just for you, I really mean it. Cheers.
Okay, what's in here?
Cheers.
What did you do to it?
I just made it really quickly.
Are you pranking me?
I wish. I should be.
I know how you feel about pranks. We just saw what you did to Lisa Hernandez there.
What do you think? I mean, this is like in a flash, in a pinch. I said, it's National Coffee Day. And I went and I pumped some coffee and I threw some creamer in it. And
She pumped some coffee. that gives you an indication of just how it tastes.
I pumped some coffee. I threw creamer. I said, is Derek a sugar guy? Put a little sweetener in there. I said, oh, let me grab a little Splenda if he needs
There's
one.
not any sweetener in this.
Sure.
Is there? No, I'm good. I am really, really good. Thank you.
No, here. Don't you?
We've been drinking cold brew at home. Cold brew is really strong, by the way. And today I had 2 cups. I'm a little on the shaky side.
Okay, so maybe we'll just put this over here. But I will say one of my best gifts I ever got, my sister got me a Nespresso. And when I tell you, I don't feel fancier than when my little Nespresso is doing the little whirl, the whirring.
Really?
Yeah, I go.
It's not strong enough for me.
Really?
No, I like a little percolator that you put on the stove, a little Bialetti, like silver percolator.
Oh, wow.
You put the espresso powder on top, the water on the bottom. It boils, and then the coffee brews that way. It spills over the top, and then you pour it. It's very French.
Is it? I was about to say, is it like a drip?
I'm not French at all.
It's very French. You almost got an accent there. So how do you take your coffee when you order it? You just take it just like that?
It
Black?
depends. Sometimes I like it black. Quadruple espresso on the rocks.
Oh my gosh, just one time a day or how many times? You don't need anything else right
just
after
once
that?
in the morning, yeah.
You're ready to
all
go.
The, you know, when I think about all of there's a lot of like sugary syrups out there and all of that, and people love that for sure.
Yes,
I prefer to just keep it very,
No, I'm people.
Very
I
clean.
do a creamer, whatever flavor is popular right now, pumpkin spice. Yes, or a hazelnut creamer, and then so just a splash of that, and then I top it off with almond milk. So mine looks like a vanilla milkshake
That's
when I'm
good
walking
stuff.
around,
Yeah.
and I like a cute glass. I mean, I want to feel in the moment. I want everyone to know: is she drinking iced coffee? Why, yes, I am. Shake, shake, shake.
Everyone's like, wow, she's rich. That coffee costs $9. Hey, by the way, there are deals and discounts. All kinds of coffee shops around town. They're offering deals like buy one, get one, and free stuff and points
Krispy
and all
Kreme,
that. So
Dunkies, Starbies, all of them, all the major players.
there you go.
Yeah, you gotta abbreviate them.
Thanks for the coffee.
Take one more sip.
Cup number 3.
So I know you love
Seriously, what did you put in here?
Just coffee. It's nothing.
Okay.
I grabbed these. I wish you could have seen me. I had everything in my hands.
Thank you.
I was grabbing this. I said, we got a little sip because we celebrate all the other national days. Why not coffee? Am I talking really fast? I feel like I'm talking really fast.
Why don't we talk about what's next?
Okay. Something
Like,
I
we
need
get it.
no
We're drinking
coffee
coffee.
for. You're heading out to the Houston Texans game against the Steelers on Sunday. You are totally in for a treat.
Okay, a lot of Houstonians are so excited about
Right?
this. So at halftime, former Houston Texan J.J. Watt will be inducted into the Texans Ring of Honor. This is going to be legendary. Lauren Kelly is over at NRG Stadium with a sneak peek of this weekend's game and the festivities. Hi, Lauren.
Hey guys, it's going to be such a special weekend for all of J.J. Watt's fans and family, and of course everybody coming out right here to NRG Stadium for the game against the Steelers. Now they want you to come early and get loud, and of course there's going to be tons of fun that you can have throughout the game because guess what? Singing the national anthem, Miss Danielle Bradbury is going to be here, and they've got some special stuff lined up throughout the game as well. But I know you mentioned that halftime Ring of Honor special induction ceremony. J.J. Watt is going to get in there, which, by the way, there's only 2 people in that right now, Cal McNair and Andre Johnson. So this is going to be a really big day for J.J. Watt, and it's a great time for everybody to bust out their old J.J. Watt gear, and they're going to be selling some as well. I know NRG Stadium has added a bunch of great new entertainment and food options. Of course, you can come out for Trill Burgers. They're going to be selling the SWAT combo, so if you ask for your fries to be swatted out, they're going to have the onion rings of honor in honor of JJ. And of course, our very own Chris Shepard has his H-Town dog that he's going to be premiering right here inside of NRG Stadium. But like I said, lots of fun pregame, lots of fun halftime, tons of new entertainment and activation for the whole family. I just love the feeling of being out here inside of NRG. As you can see, they're painting the field, they're getting it all nice and ready because it's really going to be all about the legends, the former players who are going to be back in town, just chatting and acknowledging how amazing of a career that J.J. Watt has had, and we're just so excited to welcome him back to Houston. I heard that he's He's in town. But coming up, you guys, I'm going to be chatting with the Houston Texans president, Greg Grissom, and a very special, legendary ex-Houston Texans player in just a few. I got to walk around and find them. So if I can just figure out which way to go, I'll catch you guys in just a few minutes.
Lauren, I'm sure you're going to figure it out. You're rocking that 99 jersey. You look great. Go find them. Go get them, and we'll be right here. We'll check in with you again soon.
All right. How interesting. It's so quiet there on the stadium.
I
right
know.
now, too.
She's actually at the place where me and my dad like to sit, that little upper, because you get the TVs, and they're playing the other games, and then you can also watch the games. It's a good little spot she's in right
Very
there.
nice. Hard to believe Beyonce was right there just a few days ago.
Yeah, those Beyonce Stadium over there. Well, still ahead. They've opened up for Bon Jovi. They've written with Blue October. We're going to learn how the band Hold On Hollywood turned winning a local contest into a thriving music career on Houston's rock scene.
And of course, you know we love a good game here on Houston Life. After the break, we've got some fun challenges set up for 2 lucky members of our studio audience, and we've got some prizes. So we're going to play a few games. Houston Life will be right back.
Love a prize. Hi. Welcome back to Houston Life. We love having our insider audience here with us today. Truly, you might remember a really fun moment from last month when we played some really fun games with 2 of our insiders, Deborah and Veronica. They were such good sports. We had ping pong balls, balloons, costume changes. I mean, it was really fun. It was
They
great.
were such good sports too. I mean, the challenges were difficult, I've got to say, especially the one where we had them hold the spoon in their mouths, balance the ping pong ball on that, and you know, it was a bit of a challenge, but we know our insiders, they are always down for a challenge. And right now, we have 2 additional studio audience members. Devin and Lisa, is that right?
Yes.
What's your name?
I'm Lisa.
You're Lisa. And Lisa, where are you from?
From here in Houston.
Here in Houston. And what do you spend your time doing usually?
Working. I'll be honest, I moved here a year ago from Austin, so still exploring the city. So.
Good choice.
Perfect.
Well, you have come to the right place.
And what about you, Lisa?
Oh, I'm Lisa.
You're Lisa. You're
Sorry.
Devin.
Yes,
okay,
I'm
so
Devin.
Okay, Devin, where are you from?
We're from Spring.
Okay, you're from Spring, and you've lived in Houston your whole life?
No, I moved here about 10 years ago.
Okay, well, you know, that's native Houstonian by now.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been here for 4 and I'm locked in.
It is. All right, well, we have a series of games set up for you today, Lisa and Devin. Here's how the first round is going to work. You can see these ping pong balls in front of you on the cups. We're going to put 30 seconds on the clock, and essentially, you just have to use this little noisemaker to get each ping pong ball off their respective cup.
That sounds fun.
Sound easy enough?
Okay.
Okay, but here's the twist.
Lord.
We're going to blindfold you.
Yeah.
And before we do that, we're going to let you know this is the first of 3 games. So the next game is tic-tac-toe, where you essentially have to flip the cup, and when they land upside right, you get to place them
On your square. Right.
Okay, and then the third challenge, we'll explain that when we get there. How are y'all
Okay.
feeling?
Great.
First things first.
You're regretting this decision to come here today, Lisa? How about you, Devin?
Devin's gonna love it, I can tell.
Just hold still.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah.
these are going to look awesome on you.
They're gonna look great. Just
Yeah,
stay
sure.
right there.
Very fashionable.
Have you ever
Perfect.
worn
Am I hurting
an
you?
eye mask
No.
like this?
No, I have not.
Okay, how does
You
that
look
feel?
good.
Is that comfortable enough?
It is.
You can't see out the bottom, can you?
Let's see.
There, no.
You see?
No, I'm good.
You
Okay,
can't?
perfect.
Okay, Devin, you're good?
Yeah.
Lisa? Okay.
Correct.
Great. Now, oh, you need a party blower.
Here,
So
I'm gonna-
here's your. There
I'm
you
not
go.
touching the mouthpiece. There you go. That's
Okay.
yours.
Okay.
And we're gonna do our best to guide you.
Oh, geez. Oh,
You wanna try
Okay.
it first? You wanna see if the mouthpiece works? Go ahead.
Yeah, give it a.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Oh, yours doesn't make a sound.
Okay,
No.
Wait, try it again. Okay, hold on. Yours is broken. Sometimes
Glad we tried it.
bad blowers happen to
Okay.
good
Get
people.
that out of here.
There you go. Okay, try it again. Oh, that's better. Okay,
Okay,
we're
ready?
gonna assume the position.
Right here, I'm gonna
We've
put
got
you right
30
in front.
seconds on the clock. Ready, go. See you right on the We got 17 seconds. 16 seconds. We're halfway through. Okay. Okay. And it looks like we have. Oh, keep going, keep going, keep going. You've got 7, 6, 5. Okay, Lisa and Devin, you're both tied. You each have 6 points.
Good job.
Moving forward to the next round. How about a round of applause for these ladies? Wow. Really good. Okay.
Wait, where's
Hold
the
on.
one? Oh, it's all the way.
Okay, I think
we
Lisa
go.
won first. Sorry, your mask is stuck. You're just going to have to spend the rest of your day like this.
Oh, darn.
Just kidding.
Okay.
Where's the one?
Okay, now we're going to move on
This thing
to
hates
this
me.
side of our little Houston Life game studio.
There it is.
Okay, Devin,
Okay,
sorry, you
got
can
it.
take that off now.
Sorry, Devin. I left you in
you're
the dark
good.
there. Here we go. Come on.
Okay, let's move over to the ping pong ball setup. Okay.
This game is just like tic-tac-toe, which is super fun, except you only get to put your square. You only get to put your cup on the square if you get your cup to land. So here we go.
Yeah, your cup has to land. It's like flip cup, but I believe it has to land upside down. Is that right?
Like this.
It's like that, and
Right.
then once
I
it
would go
lands,
there,
you can
and then I would
place
go to the
it.
next one.
And the first one to get 3 in a row wins the
can do
game.
it.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
I believe in
makes
you.
sense.
Any questions? Okay, let's get a minute on the clock. Devin and Lisa, go for it.
Go. Okay, Devin is. Oh, they each have one square. They each have one square going on right now. You've got Lisa just got her second one. She needs one more. Will Devin go for the block if she gets her flip cup, or will she go for her own line? No one knows. No one knows. Still going. Still going. Oh, and. Oh my gosh, Devin, wait, no, you're Lisa.
I'm Lisa.
Yes, it's Lisa. And yes, Lisa won. And now you're up by one. So one tic-tac-toe won. Oh no, they're tied. They're tied now. We are not that good at keeping score. I am in entertainment because I can't do math. Okay, so now, Derek, in that time, you have set up a whole new game for the
Okay,
girls.
it's a whole new game, ladies. Devin and
Okay,
Lisa,
come
please
on.
join me over on this side. You know, cupping is
I
like a
can
big,
hear
the
your
cup
excitement.
stacking is a big thing on social media, right? Have you all seen these people who can stack up something like this in like 2 seconds flat?
Yeah, the speed
yeah.
stacks.
Yes, there you go. So our version is similar, but not quite as fun. But it's going to be a little more challenging. We've got a minute on the clock. We're going to add a challenge. We're going to bring back the blindfolds, number one. There you
Right.
go. But we're also going to add these very fancy oven mitts to the equation. So there you go. I'll let you get suited up with those.
Okay.
And then you have 1 minute to create this pyramid stack. So
I mean, our viewers do so much, and this is how
did
we
you take
repay
a good
them.
look before you put this on?
I did.
Okay, so there are 4 cups on the base.
Okay.
And then you get smaller as you go up.
Okay.
How is that? Is that nice and comfortable?
That is nice and comfortable.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
Can you see anything out of there?
No.
You okay?
I'm good.
Okay, so let's get
How many
1 minute.
fingers am I holding?
They're on the 1 minute on the clock. Y'all are tied at this moment, which means winner takes all. And our grand prize, a 4 family pack to Paw Patrol.
Ooh.
Not bad, right?
Tell you
Okay.
guys are big Paw Patrol fans.
Devin and Lisa, on your marks. Get set. Go.
Here we go.
Okay,
Devin is
You got this.
kind of in a rhythm.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
We prefer 1 cup at a time. If you want to stack 2, that's fine.
Kind of making a little bit of a mess. Maybe she can feel her way around a little bit more.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, wow. No need for violence. No need to get violent.
You definitely have cups.
Going well. Yeah.
And they're all over the table, and some of your pyramid just fell down.
Okay. Well,
I would just try to do some form of a pyramid.
wow.
You have
This
20
is
seconds left.
really
to
something.
figure out your life. Should we take your gloves off? No.
Oh my
no,
gosh.
Come on.
Wait, are you all even
We'll take off
trying?
the blindfolds. Take off the blindfolds. Ready?
Okay.
go.
Without the blindfold. Go for it. Go for it. Do your best. Do your best.
Okay.
I mean, Devin kind of got something going
I
on
think
right
this
here.
pyramid at the buzzer, Devin.
Beautiful.
I think
Give her a round
you
of applause.
might be our winner.
That's beautiful.
Wow.
I mean, wow.
Well, clearly we didn't test out this game before we forced you to test it out.
The logistics could have used some work.
Congratulations, a family 4-pack to Paw
Hold it up
Patrol.
high.
Don't
Hold
worry,
it up
Lisa,
high.
you're not leaving
Yeah.
empty-handed. We've got some KPRC stuff in here, a mug, some other goodies.
Thank you.
Congratulations, a round of applause. Wow, good times.
If-
She was laughing uncontrollably. So, I think that was good.
You guys did great, and I did great at keeping score, huh?
Great job. Great
right.
job. All right,
Well-
ladies. And to all of our insiders, thanks once again for stopping by Houston Life. We still have, I don't know, 40 more minutes of fun coming up, Tessa.
I don't know if I can handle much more fun than that, but
Okay.
I'm ready. So we've got a scoop on a sweet treat, which I know people are going to love, how you can get real ice cream truck or a push cart with frozen treats, how you can get that at your next party or event. It is perfect for what? A hot Houston afternoon.
Oh yeah, we got plenty of those. But first, we are chatting with Jean-Pierre Tjon-Joe-Pin about his newest design project, rebuilding Black Wall Street on the Oprah Winfrey Network. He's going to tell us about it when Houston Life returns. Don't go away.
Welcome back to Houston Life. Our next guest is a native Houstonian and a host of HGTV's Two Steps Home and Going for Sold. He and his wife, Mary, are regular guests here on Houston Life.
That's right. And the latest project, Rebuilding Black Wall Street on the Oprah Winfrey Network, is an uplifting renovation docuseries that also retraces the story of the horrific Tulsa Massacre of 1921. Jean-Pierre joins us now with more on this incredible project. Jean-Pierre, it's so great to see you.
Absolutely. It's always fun to come here.
And Mary's always busy. Mary, we miss you today. Hey, let's talk about this because Tulsa's Greenwood District was essentially known 100 years ago as the Black Wall Street. Overnight, essentially racial terrorism happened. Hundreds of people killed. A community that was once safe and where Black business owners, civic leaders, homeowners once lived, it was completely destroyed. And this docuseries is uplifting, but the tragic, horrific events of 100 years ago, it really is the framework of the docuseries.
Absolutely, yeah. It's a fantastic show because it does combine the history of the Tulsa Massacre, which a lot of people don't even know about, which needs to be talked about. But then it shows how the descendants of that massacre are now trying to rebuild and resurrect what was an unbelievable part of, Tulsa, Greenwood, and North Tulsa, the Greenwood district. So it's a great story.
Well, you talk about a lot of people don't even know that story, and it's such a significant event. It kind of was either hidden or just, okay, we're omitted from a history book, and now you have a chance to be a part of really something that is probably a healing.
Absolutely.
So talk about how that feels.
Yeah, I mean, just the humility and the gratitude that we were able to find, being a part of this show was just, it's unbelievable to see parts of history that were omitted, sometimes on purpose, to not talk about that, and to see how people are overcoming those obstacles, not just of the history not being told, but how they are taking that history and trying to rebuild and resurrect a fantastic part of the city.
This event 100 years ago has been called the largest act of racial terrorism in the history of the United States, when essentially a mob came in and did this. 100 years later, and even in the decades after this happened, the community is really still affected. You were just describing us during commercial break that there's not even a grocery store in many parts of this district that, again, was once thriving. So what did you notice? What stood out to you when you were on the ground in Tulsa shooting this docuseries?
The first thing I noticed was how small Black Wall Street has become from what it used to be. It used to be 36 square blocks. It used to be an entire community. And so it had been reduced to basically just one little street. And so now the people who are there are trying to figure out how to bring it back and bring businesses back and bring community back, bring grocery stores back. The first episode is about Montika, who's doing she's creating a birthing center in North Tulsa where people can come out and have natural births with their midwives and provide this unbelievably, almost like resort style for people who are underserved. And it's a huge deal to have people out there that are trying to bring back what once was an unbelievable, community.
And if you can see some of the trailer, you see people talking about it. You see some people that were actually survivors of that terrible act of terrorism. How do they feel about it now? And how do you incorporate, the making sure you honor their stories, but also incorporating your own touch of design and bringing what you do to their community?
Yeah, it was definitely a different show. Normally our shows are about us just renovating houses or renovating spaces. And this is more about figuring out how we could just be a part. And there's something extremely humbling about just being a part, right? And how just the smallest things can really affect communities and affect people. And so having the ability to just be there and just chip in, because this is centered around Greenwood in Tulsa, Oklahoma, but the idea of community coming together, people overcoming obstacles and rebuilding their communities is something that can be translated to anywhere in the United States. So.
The docuseries, by the way, we want to point out, it does premiere tonight on the Oprah Winfrey Network.
Yes.
There was a preview screening, though, earlier this week on Tuesday at the Greenwood Community Center in Tulsa. What's been the response from the community?
I mean, the community has been unbelievable. The outreach to people who are they're willing to be a part of. They want to experience it. They want to be helpful in whatever way they can be. And some of the people that you're going to see in the show are just huge examples of what perseverance and trying to be an active participant in your community and reinvigorating a place is. And so those stories are going to be fantastic to hear about. It was humbling to be a part of it. It really was.
Right, and you've turned such a tragic event into really this story of hope and joy, and really a testament to the strength of the community is saying, hey, this happened, and now we're going to rise, above all that.
Yeah.
So you talk about what it was like just being part of the process and on scene there with them. Are there any other notable stories that you take away? Anything that hit you the most?
Yes. So there's this guy named AJ. He opened the very first grocery store in all of North Tulsa, and we live in a huge city. It's hard for us to understand what North Tulsa means, because North Houston to us is massive, right? There's 10 sides to our city. In Tulsa, it's really kind of like north and south. And so in this huge area, there was absolutely no grocery stores. So we opened the first grocery store in the community. It's a Black-owned grocery store. He has a fantastic story. We're going to meet a lady named Demaria, who was a formerly incarcerated woman who is now taking her experience and trying to help other women who are coming out of prison to get them back on their feet. She has her own nonprofit where she's renovating homes and trying to give them better places to come to from prison. Then she also has her own store, and she also has a nonprofit. She has a store where she sells goods and gives them the ability to be employed. So there's a bunch of really great stories that you guys are going to see. So definitely tune in, because it's pretty amazing.
There are so many reasons to love this docuseries. And Jean-Pierre, we've known you and your wife Mary for a very long time. A lot of people probably wonder how they are parents and they do all these TV shows. And typically when you're here in Studio B, you're giving us very practical, money-saving design tips. It is so great to see you involved in a project like this, and we just wish you all the best.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. It's always good to come here, and everybody please watch this show. It's inspiring, it's historical, it's something that really needs to be told, and hopefully it will translate to other communities around the country.
So important. Again, that premieres tonight, Rebuilding Black Wall Street, tonight, 8 p.m., Oprah Winfrey Network. You can also stream it on Max. Jean-Pierre, Tjon-Joe-Pin, thanks so much.
Thank you, guys.
Appreciate it. Well, still ahead, the guys from Hold On Hollywood have worked with rock music mainstays like Chevelle, AWOL Nation, The Struts, and so many more. Today, they're ready to rock out Studio B in front of our live studio audience, and we'll get to chat with them before they do that.
And we're checking in with Lauren Kelly, who's got a preview of all things Houston Texans ahead of Sunday's big game. What's up, Lauren?
It's going to be a legendary weekend here with the Houston Texans. And these guys, you might recognize them. President Greg Grissom is here. Also, the legendary Jonathan Joseph is here. We're talking about all the fun that you guys can expect this weekend right here at NRG Stadium coming up next. Can you teach me how to hike the ball? Hey, we are honoring the legends here at the Houston Texans game coming up on Sunday. It is going to be one for the books, and you guys know that you have to come out because we're specially honoring J.J. Watt. So bust out all of your old J.J. gear because it's time to wear it, and we're going to chat a little bit with Jonathan Joseph here in just a second. I got some questions for you, but I'm going to start with Houston Texans President Greg Grissom. Thank you for having us out today.
Welcome.
I'm so excited to show our fans and tell them about all the fun things that are coming up on Sunday.
Well, it's going to be a great day. It's a Ring of Honor Day, welcoming over 90 legends back just like J.Joe, and really just letting our fans appreciate and honor what J.J. Watt meant to our community, what he meant to our franchise on and off the field. It's going to be a great day. and hopefully we beat those Steelers.
Well, absolutely. I mean, JJ's brother's a Steeler, right? We have to beat
That's
him.
right. That's right. We got to get H-Town, going loud and proud here and make this place a tough place to play.
Now, I want to mention some of the cool new stuff that you guys have out here. Aside from this ginormous, amazing setup behind us,
Right.
there's
We're
a
all
lot
H-Town made, right?
Absolutely. Yes, we are. So you've got a lot of stuff around the stadium as well.
Correct. Yeah, we've got outside the stadium with our boulevard, we've got a pep rally, great drinks and food and music, and then once you come inside the stadium, everybody's talking about Trio Burgers. We've got that here. Great H-Town flavored music, a great show. Get in your seats early. It's going to be a great day.
Now, what color should fans be wearing to Sunday's game?
Well, we're breaking out the red helmets of the battle red jerseys so they can wear that, but I think wearing 99 is a good idea, or any of our young players come represent CJ, Will, and all the Tank Dell. We're ready to go.
All right, hey, if you got a Jonathan Joseph jersey, you should bust it out too. Thanks for joining us today.
Oh, I'm glad to be a part of it. Glad to be a part of it.
I gotta know, what is one of your most favorite memories of you back with the Texans? Do you have any that really, I know there's probably tons of memories, but something that stands out that you just have held with you?
I think the first playoff victory. I think just the excitement from the fans, us as players, just being a part of that. And just now it's like a memory, but I think it was something for us that was a really special moment. We worked really hard at it, and I think it was the beginning of something that we're watching now.
Well, for something like this, is it cool, kind of like reunion style, to get to see some of your buddies on the field on Sunday?
Oh, absolutely. A lot of guys go different ways after football, different walks of life. So having a chance to come back, and celebrate 99, honor him, is second to none.
Now, you've got on some of this merchandise that we're going to be able to get on Sunday, right? This is a pretty cool shirt.
Oh, absolutely. Anything with 99 with J.J. Watt on is always cool.
But I told you earlier, Jonathan, that they got the wrong JJ. This is supposed to be for Jonathan Joseph. Maybe we'll just go ahead and pretend that's what it's for.
For sure. That's what I'm telling everyone.
Now, is there something online that we can get all the details about the clear bag policy?
Yeah.
You want to remind everybody?
Yeah, HoustonTexans.com has all the information. Game's basically sold out, but you can always find tickets on the secondary market. Get in early and be loud.
And okay, last question for you, Jonathan. If you were going to be tailgating, what would you be tailgating with?
Burgers and tequila.
Ooh, burgers and tequila on a Sunday morning. Where are you going to be set up?
Oh, that's a good question.
Because I'm going to be with you.
I've never tailgated before.
Well, this is going to be a good game to start.
Absolutely.
Hey, have a great time on Sunday. Thank you so much for joining us.
No problem. Thank you.
And Greg, thank you for all the information.
Go Texans.
Go Texans. We'll see you guys right here at NRG Stadium on Sunday. I'm going to put a link up for all this information at HoustonLife.tv. And again, get all your JJ Watt gear. They're going to have some special merch on sale too, in case you seem to have lost it over the years. But I know you guys haven't. Everybody's got their JJ Watt gear.
You
Derek
got to
and
save
Tessa,
them.
I know that you have your JJ Watt gear.
For sure. Lauren Kelly and I were chatting about it in the office today. It's sort of like wearing your Michael Jordan jersey, right?
Yes.
Some things never go out of style.
Absolutely.
That's right.
Wear
Yes.
it proudly.
It was the first gift my brother gave me when I moved here. He goes, "You're moving to Houston?
JJ Watt.
You need a JJ Watt jersey." And yes, absolutely right. Nailed
All right.
it.
Thanks, Lauren.
Thanks, LK. All right, coming up, it's the perfect dish to help you cool down during these hot autumn days, but summer, fall, like-ish days. So we're going to find out how you can bring the ice cream social to your next get-together.
And hold on, Hollywood. We've got some big fans in studio, and the guys are joining us in Studio B. An interview plus a live performance coming up when Houston Life returns. Don't go away. Welcome back to Houston Life. In 2015, legendary rock band Bon Jovi ran a national contest to find local openers for each stop on their tour. So with the help of 94.5 The Buzz and The Rod Ryan Show, have you heard of that show, Tessa?
have.
It's a
Once or
really great
twice.
morning show. So Hold on Hollywood, they won the round in Houston.
Yeah, and since then, the band has gotten the chance to work with Blue October, Puddle of Mud, Theory of a Dead Man, and so many more notable musicians. But they're also thriving right here on the local rock scene. So we're so happy to have Nick, Corey, Thomas, and who else am I missing? I'm
Ian.
missing someone. Oh, just the lead singer. So I actually want to start with you, Ian, because you have been playing music since you were, 7, 8 years old.
Yeah.
So you actually grew up in St. Croix, and your dad had a band, and he said, I need a drummer, I need a guitar player, I need whatever I need, I'll just get my son to do it. And you have really been around music your whole life. Talk about that and how it's affected you, and now you have a band.
Yeah, music has always been a thing in my life. Like you said, my dad got me into music, started playing drums, and he was a singing drummer, so I'm like, I want to play guitar. We can't both be playing drums, you know?
Right.
So I got into guitar, and then a lot of musical influences kind of shifted me into going into being a frontman, so.
Yeah. And now, oh, go ahead.
No, you go for it.
Oh, so and now on the local scene, I mean, how has Houston has really welcomed you guys with open arms, and now you guys are constantly performing in and around Houston. What's that like?
It's amazing, you know. Hard work always pays off, you know, and so you just got to get out there and do your thing.
Yeah.
And that's what we do.
Opening for Bon Jovi seems like the opportunity of a lifetime. And guys, you know, there is so much talent out there. A lot of times it's about the stars aligning and about being given the right opportunity to find your fan base and to grow your audience. How did that moment in time change the trajectory of the band?
Well, really, I mean, once that happened, it's like all the doors just suddenly opened up. We met all these people in like the right places that a band at our level needed to meet. It felt like we were just ready. It was the right moment. We weren't unprepared, and we had been working so hard for so long. Like it was like 3 years of being a band at that point, and we were just looking for that next thing, and it really helped elevate us to the next level. And we met a lot of really, you know, important, cool people, the crew at the Buzz and everything. It was just such a fantastic experience, and it helped us get our song on the radio, get in a lot more bigger venues, and just expose us to so many more fans. And we could be more thankful for it.
Right.
So.
Well, here's the thing. A lot of bands, they'll win, you know, a battle of the band or a contest or something,
Yeah.
but collectively, everyone has to kind of decide, hey, we're going to go all in on this thing. So what is the attitude of the band? I mean, what are you guys telling each other to keep each other motivated, keep doing the gigs, and really just keep the music going?
It's just do or die. You know, this is what we live and breathe. So
it really is. You have to give it 100% every single day, or it's not going to work. It's one of those where it's 50-50 luck and it's extreme hard work. It's a constant grind. You have to constantly tell yourself every day, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this. Because there are days when you want to give up, but you can't.
Right.
And it's like having a full-time job that doesn't pay the bills when you're starting off. You know, it doesn't help you make all the ends meet, but you want to do it, so you dedicate all this time to it every day, multiple days a week, all the time. So it's
and the money you make
tough.
goes straight to advancing your equipment.
It's like being a
one goal.
small business owner, you know,
Right.
starting up your own thing. So.
Spend money to make money.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work. We know you guys work really, really hard. We know you have a lot of fans in Houston and beyond. So we have Ian, Nick, Corey, Thomas. Guys, we're going to let you get ready. Our band section is already set up, and we cannot wait to hear you perform. In the meantime, here's a look at just some of the spots where you can see and experience Hold on Hollywood performing coming up. So September 30th. Wow, hard to believe that is like tomorrow, right? Wildcatter Saloon in Katy, November 4th. We have 602 Brewing and Bastrop. December 30th, we have Rise Rooftop there in Houston.
That's a great local venue, Rise Rooftop. And as the guys mentioned, I mean, this is something they have really gone all in with. And they are really excited because they have a new single and they're going to release it. They're going to perform it right here for our Houston Life, for our viewers. Now performing all night. It is such a pleasure to introduce my friends, Hold on Hollywood.
Let me know that you are there, and I'll run my hands through your hair till we fall asleep, and we'll only fall away. Yeah. Well, we're up all night looking for something that feels just right. Well, I'm coming over to keep you all night, and I finally found it, and I finally found it, yeah. Yeah, I've been craving something real, like the way you make me feel. There's something different about us, and I just can't get enough. Yeah. Yeah. Well, we're up all night looking for something that feels just right. Well, I'm coming for something that feels just right. Well, I'm coming over to keep you all night. And I finally found it. And I finally found it, yeah. Up all night, looking for something that feels just right. Well, I'm coming over to keep you all night. And I finally found it. And I finally found it, yeah. Well, we're up all night, looking for something that feels just right. Well, I'm coming over to keep you all night. And I finally found it. And I finally found it, yeah.
Well, I gotta say, this has been a great show so far, but you know what would be the cherry on top? Ice cream.
Literally, right? So ask and you shall receive. We found a local company that can bring the ice cream social right to you. Here with the scoop on all that, please welcome the president of Southern Ice Cream, Michelle Barton, along with Marcus and Adrian, who will help us make our own sundaes.
Yes.
Michelle, welcome to the show.
Thank you
This
for having
company's
me.
been in business, what, 45 years?
Yeah, we're approaching 45 years. It was started by a close family friend of mine a long time ago, before me, thankfully. And we've, got involved in the business over the years and just grown it into, it started out with mobile vending and we've grown it into doing full service catering, ice cream catering.
So if someone decides at a party that, hey, they want some ice cream, they just call you guys, you show up, you have a truck, you have your own cart here, and really, what kind of ice cream is it?
So we have different varieties. If you see there, you've got different prepackaged novelties that you can do for the ice cream truck or for the cart. And then we also have the Sunday party, which is what we're presenting to you today. So you can pick vanilla chocolate or strawberry, or choose any of your other flavors if you order that way, and then put your favorite toppings.
And Michelle, sorry to jump in, but the joy of ice cream really is something that is nostalgic for so many of us. I mean, whether you had an ice cream truck in your neighborhood or you remember sitting at home with your grandparents and having ice cream.
We're hearing the truck and
You hear
saying,
the truck.
wait!
So you get to bring joy and put smiles on people's faces.
Absolutely. I mean, we show up to a lot of corporate events and you see grown adults acting like children, me first, and they get very excited. So it's a really good thing to do for your employees, to show appreciation, for your customers, just have a good time. And it's relatively inexpensive.
Okay, and getting out in the community, how has that been? Just working around everyone, meeting so many people, has that been fun?
Absolutely. I mean, we are always out and about and just, all sorts of events. We're doing golf tournaments, we're doing weddings, we're doing birthday parties. I mean, you name it. I feel like we've done it.
What's the most
Studio
memorable?
audiences?
Yep. Yeah, studio audiences.
Live studio audience. Yes, here we are.
Tessa was asking most memorable. Thanks for you.
Most memorable experience?
What's the craziest event you've ever pulled up to with this cart here?
Oh my gosh. I mean, Marcus would probably be able to answer that better than I can. I'm a little rusty with my memories.
That's okay. That's okay. You know what? We're just happy you brought it in. So can we get in on some of this? How do we do that?
Absolutely. What's your favorite flavor?
Oh,
You want
I love it all.
chocolate, vanilla,
I'll
or
go for
strawberry?
vanilla.
Okay.
And you know what? I'll do chocolate.
All
Perfect.
right. So you guys can decorate it just the way you want it over here.
wow.
Marcus and Adrian will be happy to put the toppings on for you.
Oh, perfect. Okay, I'll say dealer's choice. I'll just say go for it.
And I won't. I will say chocolate, chocolate, chocolate.
All chocolate.
Oh, yeah.
What's not
and
to
throw
love?
in some peanuts too, yeah.
Adrian, you go for it. You got some gummy bears there, some nuts, Oreos, sprinkles. By the way, we should point out that our studio audience is about to be served up their own Sunday, whatever y'all want. The guys are going to hook you up. Is that right, Michelle?
That is right. That's correct. And it's fun to see what everyone's favorites are and the variations that people put together. Just always amazes me.
Well, that's very nice and generous of you to share it with our studio audience, and I see the guys getting after it too. This is such a fun setup, and I'm glad we all got the memo to wear blue today for Southern ice cream because it looks great. I'm excited. It smells great in here, and we have a link. If you want to connect to Southern ice cream, you can visit our homepage of our website, look for the Scene on Houston Life section, and that's the whipped cream going off.
All right.
And book your party with us.
Okay.
Adrienne and Marcus,
Yes.
thank
We gotta
you all
try
so
this
much.
before
That
we
looks
leave.
fantastic.
People
Don't
like
go
lots
away.
of whipped cream.
We'll be right back.
Monday on Houston Life, a buddy, friend of mine, Rod Ryan, he'll be here, my radio brother, trading mics to help co-host Houston Life with me. Derek is going to be out that day.
You guys are going to have so much fun. Also, special thanks to our studio audience and the winner of our challenge, Paw Patrol Live. The show, a reminder, is coming to the Hobby Center early November. You can still get tickets to Paw Patrol. And you can see some of our studio audience members right now. Southern Ice Cream is serving up some delicious ice cold treats. And yeah, our insiders today, it's been so much fun hanging out with them in Studio B.
That's the least we could do for them, right? It's always nice when someone brings in treats for our audience. So we are having all the fun, but this is melting in my hand right now.
The cherry on top.
Okay.
Thanks to Adrienne and Marcus for creating these sweet treats for us, and Michelle as well. All right, y'all. We'll see you on Monday. Have a good weekend.
Bye.